Wait! Ren texted us. She said the two of you will be absent for the next 3 days. As soon as I got her message, I woke up Odette, and we called a cab and got here as fast as possible.
Most trains aren't running at this hour, so that was really our only option.
Now then, where exactly are you going this early, Off on another thrilling adventure with that scoundrel and his shady entourage? If you keep throwing yourself into danger, one day you'll wind up getting hurt. Or worse.
No! You don't have to do anything. I don't want to lose you. I mean, look at what happened to Cray. I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself because of your family. But if that's your only reason, if you're just risking your life for your dad's sake, then I won't let you go.
Yes.
You're certainly up bright and early. About to depart, I take it?
One must always be responsible when making critical decisions, and be acutely aware of their potential repercussions. I pray you took that into careful consideration when making yours, Agnes.
Of course I did. I am my father's daughter, after all. I fully intend to seize every opportunity to broaden my horizons and learn from my collective experiences. As much as it pains me to admit, I can't promise that I'll return safe and sound. But I can promise that I'll spare no effort to do so. The last thing I want is to sadden you and the friends I love so dearly.
Agnes.
Very well. Make the most of your connections while you're away. The CID is at your beck and call. There are many truths that lie dormant in the gap between ideals and reality. You would do well to seek them out. I will cover for you with regards to your absence from Aramis. You have 3 days, no more, no less. If you exceed that, I will send in the army. That is as far as I'm willing to compromise.
That's more than enough. Thank you, Dad.
I entrust my daughter into your care, Arkwright. You would do well to utilize her services to the fullest. I see you've gathered a retinue of assistants and associates. I am depending on you all to keep her safe from harm.
No need to worry, Mr. Prez. Your girl's in good hands. We may skirt the rules of society from time to time, but we ain't about to break any labor laws.
I too will do all I can to ensure the safety of everyone here.
You have my thanks.
I will give you a call once you reach the city. I shall leave a certain other woman in your capable hands as well.
Always finds a way to saddle me with busy work. Anyway, that president is sure something. Definitely has the looks for the part. But he sure doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. The guy clearly cares about you, but he just won't come out and say it.
Well, he is a politician at heart. Evading direct answers is what they're good at.
Ah, darn it. I had so many arguments prepared, but now they've been blown out of the water. Just come back to me safely, all right?
Will do.
If anything does happen, just give us a ring, and we'll be there before you know it. Until then, please look after our friend.
Of course!
Yeah, you got it.
We finally made it to Arasion. It's easy to tell that it's a city with a storied history just by looking at these buildings. I believe I heard the oldest cathedral in all of Calvert can be found in the eastern part of the city.
You heard right. I filmed there a few times myself. That place is always swarming with tourists.
Oh, isn't there like a super huge castle here too?
There is a palace, yes, though it was left in ruins during the Revolution. It's called Vashtar Palace, and it was once the center of the old Calvard Kingdom.
Bet that's a decently popular tourist spot, too. Wait, what's that?
That thing's called an orbital tram. It'll take you anywhere in Arasion. They're good for scenic drives, but they ain't exactly built for speed. I'd only hop on one when you've got time to kill.
Darn, there goes that plan.
We can ride one the next time we visit.
I've come here a few times for work before, but I never thought I'd return under these circumstances.
I've taken the liberty to reserve 2 rooms for us at a nearby hotel.
Awesome. You're a lifesaver, Master. It's not always easy to book rooms on such short notice.
So the Mafia's new base is somewhere in this city.
We'll dig those cowards out of whatever hole they're hiding in. Let's drop by the local branch first, though. We should get our ducks in a row and secure manpower before making a move.
Good thinking. Better to act with caution than with reckless abandon. While we're there, we should take the time to speak with the survivor. We may learn a thing or two from them.
Hopefully so.
Oh, yeah. Your folks are here, aren't they, Elaine? Are you planning to pay them a visit?
No. I'm only interested in handling the task at hand. And I believe our temporary collaborator shares my sentiment.
Indeed. I will assist you all to the best of my ability.
I've just confirmed that the top dogs of the guild and our young friends have entered the scene. We are still in the process of gathering intelligence on the enemy, but once our analysis is complete, I will be counting on you to do your part, Yin.
Naturally. Just so we are clear, though, I'm not a part of Heiyue, and I'm not doing this for you. However, I agree that we must do something about that weapon. It's a threat not only to the people of Calvard, but to the rest of the world as well. And I will do everything within my power to protect both my former home and my new one.
Oh, damn. Guess the so-called strongest guy who ever lived is joining the fun.
Indeed. And it appears our friends from our very own Shadow Legion are here as well.
There are a lot of powerful players here. We've got the Mafia, the Gardens, and all these other random groups. We have our work cut out for us, don't we?
On the contrary, I believe we could have this whole ordeal settled by the end of the day. But I assume you wish to use this rare opportunity to determine what direction this continent is headed.
Yep. Plus, I'll bet there's gonna be a lot of fun surprises by the end. So we should let this show run its course.
Can't say I'm thrilled about having another run-in with that freak from the Gardens. But I'm still psyched as hell for this thing. That Dante's guy sure knows how to throw a party.
Well, good host or no, that man is a veritable monster. He's almost as bad as our friend in the silly blue coat.
Hey now, I resent that. I'll have you know I'm a model gentleman. One thing's for certain, though. This is going to be a festival to remember.
I see you have arrived safely in the city. You were nearly on time as well. I'm impressed. We're still ascertaining the names and numbers of the enemy, but I have learned which organizations are there at present. First, the Bracer Guild's Edith branch turned up shortly after you, and they were joined by some capable bracers from elsewhere. Then we confirmed the arrival of Heiyu Wei's White Orchid Dragon and Yin, and they likely have a large number of Shangsho accompanying them. A few Jaeger Corps have joined the fray as well, the warriors of Kruga and Eisenshield included. The church sent 2 members of the Grossritter, as well as elite members of Iscariot. Ikaruga and Marduk were also dispatched to Urasion by their clients. Oh, and your clients are there too. They are likely lurking in the shadows as we speak. That's all I have. I shall leave the rest in your capable hands. I must turn my attention to the mountain of tasks that await me.
Greetings, my friends. I thank you all for taking time out of your very busy schedules to come here today. My name is Gerard Dantes. I am the head of Almada, as well as the man you seek to destroy. I am thrilled to announce that every one of our invitees are in attendance. No doubt you all were brought here under different circumstances, but your end goals are the same. To lead us off in chains, or lead us to an early grave. We thought about simply settling this with an all-out war, but the collateral damage would no doubt be immense. And we would never involve innocent civilians in our bloodshed. At least not without an explicit purpose. So we went back to the drawing board, and we found a far more elegant solution. We decided to host a game. One that would make clever use of the sprawling labyrinth of underground ruins just below this city. The concept is quite simple. We will have you all engage in a fierce competition where you will proceed to slaughter one another like rabid animals. These ruins have existed since the days when this country was a kingdom, and when this city was its capital. They shall serve as the arena for our game. Once you have bathed in the blood of your peers, you will earn the right to challenge one of my pawns. Should you take all of my pieces, the last team standing will have the opportunity to checkmate me here in Vashtar Palace. That is the long and short of it. I should mention that participation is compulsory, so I would not skip out on this if I were you. That is, if you value your own lives as well as those of the 280,000 innocents in this city. I trust that an explanation of this device's capabilities is unnecessary. This game has a number of rules that govern participation, the evacuation of civilians, and other such matters. Should anyone break the rules, the device will instantly detonate, sending everyone straight to the afterlife, whether that be heaven or Gehenna. Rule violations will be assessed on a case-by-case basis by an impartial surveillance system, which is run by this relic. The device's judgment is absolute. Do not think you can pull the wool over its all-seeing eye. Should you wish to face me in battle, you must eliminate the other teams and conquer the game. It really is that simple. I do hope you will enjoy this carnival that we have dutifully prepared. I know that I will. Ah, and there's the noon bell. The game's first round will begin exactly 2 hours from now. Each team has been assigned an entrance to the labyrinth. We will send each of you a map with their locations momentarily. Once you arrive, you will need to search for a key card that we hid near your respective entrances. And that about covers our overview. I look forward to seeing who I will fight at the end of these thrilling 3 days.
First, I will need a summary of everything that's happening in the surrounding area. We'll also need to touch base with the local police. The CID has ordered them to work with us. Bear in mind, though, they likely haven't been informed of the game, so be careful not to leak anything about it. As for the underground... Oh, hello. I'm glad you all could join us.
Hi, everyone!
So you guys are getting right down to business too, huh? I knew Ilmata wasn't going to make things easy for us, but they've turned our expectations on our heads yet again. Been a while, Roaring Lion. I'm happy to see you're still alive and kicking.
Same to you, friend.
I just finished getting ready, Jin. Oh. I had heard you were in the city, but I didn't expect to run into you so soon.
Keycard acquired. You have been registered as Team Arkwright Solutions.
Hey there, guys.
Nice to see you all again.
Oh, not at all. Ren already informed us that you would be coming. The game will begin soon, so we may need to keep this brief. What is it you wanted to discuss?
Alright, you got the resolve at least. So now's the part where you put your fist where your mouth is. Ha! Many thanks, friend.
Jin.
We'll be rooting for you.
And I, Jin the Immovable of the Taito School, will serve as your opponent. Guess that settles it. We'll happily work with you guys. So long as our shared goal is to stop Almada, and ideally take him in alive, this doesn't violate the Bracer Code. but we're still gonna follow the code to the letter. Can't waver on that point no matter what. Deal? Same here.
Why the long face? You're not happy about this arrangement? That's surprising.
On the contrary, I'm quite pleased. They will no doubt prove to be a valuable asset to us. Although this does throw a wrench into my plans. Actually, maybe not.
The upper zone is now accessible to Team Arkwright Solutions.
All of the players have now entered through their designated doors. Very good. I just confirmed that all participating parties have completed the game's registration process. I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every team here. All 19 of you. You are standing in an underground facility that was constructed by the former royal family and tweaked by us for the purpose of this game. Before the slaughtering can begin, however, there are a few additional rules we must explain. Care to do the honors, Melchior?
Ooh, with pleasure. Finally, my time to shine has arrived. Alrighty then. Now that the ground rules have been laid bare, we can finally start the murdering. For round 1, you will need 3 key cards to proceed to the next zone. The first bomb will go off in exactly 3 hours. We spared no expense in preparing this carnival of carnage, so put on a good show. I want to see piles of mutilated corpses.
Yo! Welcome to the party.
Behind us!
Damn! It ain't every day I run into someone who could take one of my attacks head on. You're the real deal, aren't you, Roaring Lion?
I cast that name aside long ago. So the Gardens intend to aid Almada to the last, I see.
Yep, gotta honor the contract we made with Dantes and all. Good thing this ain't a quiz show, 'cause you'd be wrong. You could think of me as this game's ref. I'm here to carry out the observational system's will. That way, when it finds a couple of cheaters like you, I can deliver a little dose of punishment. I'll give you some credit, though. The possibility of teams joining up never crossed our minds. Nah, you're good. If it was, the nuclear device would have blown you sky high by now. If anything, I like the way you think. Takes one hell of a creative mind to find a loophole in our rules. You're really towing the line here, though. That's why you got a penalty on your hands. And I'm here to deliver it. Good luck. Try not to die on me, you hear?
Testing, testing. This thing on? Can everyone hear me? My name is Viola. I'm the boss of the Upper Zone, which you're all currently in. I'm here to inform you that 2 teams are out of the running.
Team Zahat has been eliminated. Team Delore has been eliminated.
Both teams were certainly formidable, but they quickly ran into foes above their level. Quite unlucky. Oh well, so it goes. You'll be notified like this every time a team is eliminated. Better pick up the pace, my precious little players. Clock's ticking.
Oh my, what a fortuitous coincidence. The young lady is quite right. Why must we resort to such brutality from the outset? Did we not come to an amicable agreement just the other day? Oh my, what did I do to deserve these unflattering accusations?
Do you even have to ask?
Just a second. It's good to see you again. Been a while, hasn't it?
That it has. You've been doing quite well for yourself while I've been away.
Yeah, although we're not just friends, we're rivals. And we've been that way since the day we met. That was 8 years ago now? We had only just taken up the mantle from our predecessors at that point. Sometimes our jobs put us in conflict with one another, but we got to team up every now and then. We may have been rivals, but we were comrades too.
The memories are coming back to me. We spent many hours discussing the weight of what we had inherited. Before I knew it, though, you had found your place amongst the stars. You were thriving in a world unbeknownst to me. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I was truly happy for you. But I was a little sad as well. I felt left behind.
So you left for Crossbell and followed that other path because of me?
Not at all. The path I chose was entirely my own. Having said that, it's possible I was subconsciously influenced by you on some level. You're like the brightest star in the sky. I'm just a moon. I can't shine like you, or her, but I came to know the joy of the stage, as well as being at the center of it. The life of theater has captivated me ever since, just like how the life of cinema has done the same for you.
You know, I'm almost jealous. When I was struggling to find my way, you lent me an ear and your wisdom. Nah, you never needed my help, though. You found the path you wanted to follow all on your own.
I did. And now I'm going to show you everything I've learned during the time we've been apart.
I'm curious to see which of us has grown more these past 4 years.
As am I. Let's do this.
I think I'll add my own fuel to the fire. So, I've got a score to settle, and I'm not gonna be satisfied until I beat the ever-loving shit out of you.
Very well. I hold your potential in high regard, little conqueror. Let's see if you manage to break out of your shell. Show me that my confidence in you is not misplaced.
I'll do more than that, you four-eyed bastard!
Interesting. Very interesting. The time you have spent under Van has clearly done wonders in drawing out your latent potential.
I've been seeing a hell of a lot of combat, that's for sure. You barely broke a sweat through that whole thing, though. Looks like I've got a ways to go.
You sure are something. You were way outnumbered, but you still put up one heck of a fight. You're in a class of your own.
I don't think that's true at all. I came at you with everything I had, and that was still the best I could do. I hope my performance didn't leave you disappointed.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give you an 11. You were that amazing. I am so jealous of that woman. She has you all to herself. And thanks to her, you've grown to be a shining star. She must be really special.
That's one quality the two of you share. You have more in common with her than you might realize.
Team Heiyue has been eliminated.
I can sense a lot of people on the other side of this door, and they're locked in a fierce battle. One of them's the Kruga for sure, and I'm almost positive the other one's the Eisen Shield. Yeah. No, it doesn't have to be them. Please, don't let me be a factor in your decision. Positive. After all, I'm not with them right now. I'm with you guys. And if I have to treat them like enemies on the battlefield, then so be it. I won't let my emotions cloud my judgment. Doing so would be dishonoring the warriors of Krugen name. So don't worry about me. I want you to choose based on what you think is best.
Is that not... That's Spriggan?
We're Arkride Solutions, and we're lending a hand to the warriors of Kruga.
We'll be fighting at your side, Ubby.
So you're proposing a temporary alliance, eh?
That's right. We're not here to decide who's right or wrong, but we're taking a side regardless.
The odds are stacked against us, but we will not be defeated. Our will is ironclad, and our resolve cannot be broken. Men, to arms! Yeah! The battle is won! Accept your defeat with grace, Commander Garand. I had thought we would emerge victorious, but alas, it was not meant to be. Arusha has smiled upon us today. We must give her thanks. Indeed. She was on your side this time. To the victor goes the spoils.
Team Eisenshield A has been eliminated.
Glory to the Kruga! Glory to Arusha! Yeah! We have no reason to remain here. Let us withdraw to the surface. Yeah! You have our thanks for your timely support. I'm assuming you do not intend to fight us here, correct? No. We would rather avoid back-to-back battles if we can help it.
Hubby!
I had my eye on you during that fight, Farida, and I was very impressed by what I saw. Sending you off to Vans was not a mistake after all. He's been treating you well, I hope?
Uh-huh. They've all been super nice to me.
Farida.
Huh?
We fought side by side this time, but when we next meet, it will likely be as enemies. When the time comes, you will have to come at us with everything you have. And I expect you to do the same for Qasim should you face him.
Understood.
Can it, Gramps? Like I was saying earlier. Come on, dude. I knew it might go down like this since the very damn start. Hell, I'll take them out myself if I have to.
I feel the same way. The lives of so many innocents are at stake here. I'll do whatever I can to protect them.
As your concierge, my duty is to you. Turning away now would be shirking my responsibilities.
Listen, I might not always be on the right side of the law, but that's one line I never dared cross. These scumbags, on the other hand, have crossed it one too many times. So if that's how it has to be, then so be it.
If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm scared. I don't know how I'd live with myself if the worst came to pass. But if the nuclear devices go off, that'll be the least of my worries. I'd rather help than do nothing.
The Genesees have caused so much pain and suffering. I don't want their power to be abused any further. So if that's what it comes to, then I'll handle it. I'll shoulder that burden with everyone here. So yes, I'm ready, Van.
Keycards confirmed. The door has been unlocked.
Indeed. There's no way I'd let you leave now. Not when you've kept me waiting ever so long. Why the long faces? You're the first team here. Rejoice! Turn those frowns upside down. Oh, I very much hope they all burn. Along with this wretched world. I've wanted that for so long now. For so long. Nevertheless, I came to realize that wouldn't fully satiate my desire for revenge. So I clawed my way up the very organization that abused me. I manipulated my way to the top. And right as I hit the peak, I met the man who would change my life forever. Gerard Dantes. He brought our organization to its knees, as he does with all his enemies. Then he brought it under his heel by subjecting my allies, my foes, and even me to an all-consuming fear. In the face of that fear, everyone is equal, no matter where you're born, who you are, or what you've done. And that's when I realized something. The terror that man brings to the world is the ultimate equalizer. I don't want your pity, you damn brats! You know nothing about us! But everyone will know true fear very soon. Our boss's new world is nearly upon us. Sadly, you won't be a part of it. Your existence would be a blight on his world. So I will eradicate you!
Wait, is that... This is just like that time under the Capitol, when those mafiosos took power-enhancing drugs.
Looks like she got one hell of a boost from them, too. Careful, guys.
If you thought those weaklings were tough, you won't last very long against me. We combined our research with another's to attain power beyond our wildest imagination.
Oh, crap.
Are you referring to that drug from Crossbell?
Its main ingredient shouldn't exist anymore. But if I'm wrong, then that's all the more reason to put it out of commission. For good.
We'll stop at nothing to take you down.
Now then, it's time for the fireworks show! I can't wait to see Horacion burst into flames! But first, I will drown you in a sea of fear! Take your final breath, because the tide of death draws near!
It's over. Time to surrender.
No way in hell I do that!
Shit! If I dodge this...
What?
Van! Van! Are you okay?
Yeah, she missed my vitals. It'll heal soon enough.
Oh, drop the tough guy act already! Why are you always treating your own body like it isn't worth shit?
We'll heal you right away. I'm on it.
I'll help too.
Why? Why didn't you kill me? You could have struck me down easily from that distance. So do it! Finish me off! I lost, so hurry up and kill me!
Sorry, but I'm turning down that request. It just ain't up to my standards. You got a lot of crimes to answer for, Missy. Your group cooked up a real shitty plot, and y'all got a lot of innocent folks mixed up in it too. So I can't let you take the easy way out. Not my style. I ain't got a shred of sympathy for you. But I do get that you had no one else to turn to back then. And that's what we're here for. To help people who have no one else in their corner.
Huh?
I'd wager you're gonna be facing the death penalty. Though if you dodge that bullet and get out of the slammer, don't go to a piece of shit like Dante's if you're in trouble. Send out a 4 SPG instead. Can't guarantee we'll take it on. Depends on the pay and whether it interests me. But I'll hear you out.
Van!
Wow. I just got beat by a crazy bastard with an even crazier profession. Pathetic. Where did my life go so wrong?
Well, that wasn't exactly the sweet and satisfying revenge I've been craving, but it'll do.
Yeah, it could have ended a lot worse.
The upper zone boss Viola has been defeated. Zone clear. Round 1 complete.
The activation device.
Oh, well, I certainly didn't see that end coming. The first boss of our little game was defeated by none other than Team Arkride Solutions. And with over 10 minutes to spare, no less. An impressive feat, to be sure. I had the slightest suspicion you would be the ones to slay the fair maiden. And what a beautiful massacre it was. Is what I would like to say. But you spared her pathetic life. And now she must live on in shame. Fortunately for her, the boss is busy at the moment. Had he seen that miserable performance, she would have surely welcomed death's sweet embrace.
You really are the lowest of the low.
Save your breath, Judith. Blowing a fuse over that mental nutcase is a clear waste of energy.
Oh, why so angry? You're the undisputed winners of round 1. You should be over the moon. Perhaps I should present you with a little reward for this momentous occasion. That ought to get you in a celebratory mood.
A reward?
Indeed. I shall answer one and only one question of your choosing. I can only imagine the number of questions that are swimming around in those little heads of yours. Tread carefully, though. The other teams are no doubt listening in on every word.
There's one that's been nagging me. Why'd you pick Oracion as the venue for this game?
Huh? That's all? What an utterly rudimentary question. This underground labyrinth is one reason. It's the quintessential playground for our game. The happiest of happy hunting grounds. It's also the home of some people we owe very much to. You may ask, but who could they be? Too bad I'm only answering one question. Anyway, round 2 will begin tomorrow at 10 a.m. The remaining players will be invited once more. Use your free time wisely now. Preparedness is paramount to winning this game. And with that, I bid you adieu.